You want to jump on? You want to jump on? John and Joe are there. Sitting right at the bar here. Yep. Go with the flow. So, look, you're already breaking my shit.
Come on, man. I'll break you.
That's all we ever do is just go with the flow. I don't plan shit out.
Me either.
It's more natural if you don't.
I literally decided in the last day that I was going to come. We had nothing else tonight. I was like, hey.
I get.
Why not?
Didn't bring the wife?
No, she would.
No.
No. I did ask my one buddy. I don't know if you remember from Hamburg, Scotty McMaster. He had all tattoos.
Not sure.
I asked him. He was like, I can't, because he just bought a house.
Yeah.
I'll fly solo, see what I don't know.
It's a fun time. Last time Justin was walking around helping people.
I mean, I know my fair share.
Put it behind the banner. Everybody, this is Frank, our friend Frank. He was on a couple videos before.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
He did a video of the golden era.
Yeah, that's my expertise. Golden era, 80s, up until Attitude Era.
Yeah,
most of it, not everything. But
I'm more Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression.
Right. Yeah.
I was born in '97, so I got like.
Make me feel old.
I got like the tail end of the Attitude Era.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I used to go back and watch everything. And,
well, that's the one thing I love about the network.
Yeah.
They go back and watch anything.
Yeah.
Any territory, so stuff I don't remember. It's like when I show my son, I was like, I didn't watch any WCW during its prime, so there's a chance. I didn't watch Mid South or anything. I was past me. So
there's a lot of people that actually prefer the older stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, when I started, I was probably 4 or 5 sitting and watching with my grandfather. And this was with Hogan and everything, but he was used to NWA, Jim Crockett,
Yeah.
all the old stuff back in black and white. It was 2 60-minute matches. And
Back when it was real.
it was real. before everybody knew what kayfabe was.
Yeah.
But, I grew up.
Want to get closer? Scoot your chair in.
But yeah, used to the Hogan and all that stuff. But now looking back, I'm like, oh, I used to watch this stuff. But now it was the gimmick stuff. I mean, but I prefer to watch like old New Japan with Terry Funk and Foley and
like the actual death match.
Like the real. You didn't know if that guy was going to kill that guy in the ring. You don't know what was going on behind the scenes.
Yeah. That always gets me when it was real. Like,
oh yeah.
It never was. I don't want to say never was real, but people use fake. I
it's correct. And
fake.
It's not predetermined.
Yeah.
Choreographed.
Yeah. It's planned out.
Yeah.
But it's not fake.
I always tell everybody, you can't fake falling off a 15-foot ladder. You can't fake falling off a cage or
the ring's not a trampoline.
Yeah, it's 2x4s and that much canvas.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
It's planned out. Yes.
Yeah.
The outcome is already planned and whatever, but it's not fake.
Yeah. It's like, how do you fake taking a 1/4 inch of a razor blade and nicking your hairline?
Yeah. Like the chairs aren't plastic.
No, but they're not. I mean, they're not full on. Go to the Home Depot and buy a chair. They're like, it's still gonna hurt.
Yeah. Sometimes they're gimmicked, but
it's
still a metal chair.
That.
Yeah. Fake. Look, if you don't like wrestling, fine.
Yeah, no, it's not everybody's thing.
Not everybody likes football. No. It is what it is.
Well, I want to get the shirt that says "Pro football is fake." Like you can't tell me that's not rigged a little bit.
That's funny.
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, to each their own. I mean, like you were saying, it's not for everybody, but the ones that do like it, like us, like this is the one thing I can connect with almost anybody. My brother, my dad, my son.
Yeah, and one of the things I tell people when they say it's fake is, you like movies, right? What's your favorite movie? And then they'll say favorite movie, and I'm like, that's fake. The Rock isn't actually jumping out of a flying car. No. It's wrestling is a movie. It's a TV show.
If it's so fake, get them in the ring and try it out.
Yeah.
For 2 minutes.
Yeah, wrestling is like a TV drama.
Yeah,
it really is. There's storylines.
It's like the male soap opera, more or less. Because they got. I mean, I don't know so much now because I only watch really AEW every so often lately. But even back in the Attitude Era, like it was who's going to beat up who's has a real rivalry with who. Like you don't know, but I think that's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Like, and to me, it's more fun watching that, even going back watching old stuff, than some movies.
Yeah.
Wrestling will keep my attention for 3 hours. I can barely watch a 2-hour movie without getting like bored.
Yeah. So since you're more of Golden Era NWA, do you watch Power? NWA Power?
I don't even know what channel it's on. Like I said, I only watch AEW, and that only because really, like I know there's a lot of ex-WWE guys, if there is such a thing, but it reminds me of old like storytelling with MJF, who honestly I think he's hands down the best heel in business right now.
Oh, definitely. You can't tell if it's a shoot or a work.
Like you don't know, like him bringing up the personal stuff, you have no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, new wrestling. I mean, if I have time, I might record AEW and watch it. But don't get too into. I tried watching Impact a little while ago, and it was unwatchable. Like
we watched the Ring of Honor pay-per-view Saturday.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty good.
Was that with FTR and Briscoe?
Yeah.
Okay.
That match was pretty good. The whole card was good.
Yeah,
it seemed like they were trying to get those belts off of the AEW guys to make ROH its own thing.
Right.
And it seems to be working okay.
Yeah, hopefully they do. I mean, that'd be cool if they do.
The only issue is that Ring of Honor TV thing, that network that they have planned, $10. But you have to wait 90 days to watch the most recent pay-per-view.
See, that's not. They're not going to get people all the time.
Plus, it's $10. They don't have an app, so it would be the browser.
Okay.
And it like if it was like the WWE Network where there's an app, you can get it on your cable, whatever.
Right.
Fine, because I there's people that pay $5 for Peacock or
Right.
$10, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get it for free if you have Xfinity. But $10 for it'd be cool to go back and watch the ROH stuff from like early 2000s. But
Right. Yeah.
what if I want to watch this pay-per-view? Now not only am I paying $10 a month, but I'm also paying $40, $50 to order it,
Right.
to watch it. You know,
Order each event and like
Yeah.
that. Especially like they want you to pay the $10 and then, I mean, unless you don't have any social media, you already know what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes kind of the fun out of it. Like, I spoil stuff for myself. I still go back and watch it just to see.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's some things where even if you see it on social media and it's like match of the year, you're like, okay, I gotta watch that.
right.
You know. So, but it's just the fact that you're paying $10, but you also still have to pay close to $60 to order the
That's
pay-per-view.
not. That's a little.
And with AEW being a pay-per-view every 3 months, I don't mind paying that.
Yeah, because you build the card up and
it's every 3 months. It's not every month.
Right.
Remember back in the early 2000s, 90s even, where WWE had a pay-per-view. It was like $60 on Comcast or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every month. So there's some people that argue about that too, where they're like, I can't come up with a reason of why I should buy this for $60. You're supporting that company, and it's every 3 months. I'll support them every 3 months, and it's 5 hours out of a weekend day.
Yeah,
I enjoy watching.
The last one I got was the first title shot between the Acclaimed and Keith Lee and whatever she was. I was sitting there, I was like, it's never going to end, which is good.
Yeah.
Because you look at WWE, what are they doing? 2.5 hour pay-per-views?
3 hours, but oftentimes their match card is just so packed,
right? And
the match quality isn't that great. I'd rather wait every 3 months for 5 hours of a pay-per-view where I know almost every match is going to be 4 stars. It's the match quality is there, and you might not like the style of AEW. That's fine.
Yeah.
There's people that only support WWE. That's fine.
Right.
But don't trash the other company.
Right, and that's my thing. It's like, okay, so my brother is, I would say I'm a lifelong WWF, WWE fan because I stopped really regularly watching it 2006-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been a while. But then I tune in every so often. But, I don't hate WWE now.
Yeah.
But I can't sit, you look at their headliners and
I will say with Triple H in charge, though, it is a lot better.
Yeah.
And there was rumors that Vince McMahon might come back. I hope that's not true.
Because now he's saying, well, I shouldn't have retired when I did, and now I want to be like...
Yeah.
Because, if he comes back, he's taking full charge and be like, nope, it's my company again.
Well, I think it has to get voted on, though.
Does it?
I think so. But it might be where since he's majority shareholder, it's not untouchable, but he's there. And I just hope Triple H knows what he's doing when it comes to indie wrestling. And
oh yeah, he's signing all. He's signing some of these guys who left AEW, or bringing up whoever from NXT.
Yeah,
and he's making it his own, which is good.
Yeah, and look, Black and Gold NXT was indie wrestling.
Yeah, I did watch some of that, and that was kind of, it was entertaining.
It was PWG, it was ROH,
Yep.
It was stuff like I didn't follow ROH or PWG, but NXT was indie wrestling for me. It got me onto guys like Johnny Gargano and Aleister Black and those guys, where after I saw them on NXT, I went back, oh, they were in PWG. That's cool. Let me watch their matches. And I was amazed.
Yeah. And that's what I like about AEW, too, because, you do have the Moxley and whoever else who's really well known, but then they're bringing in people from New Japan who a lot of people like me have never seen him before.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's getting that exposure. So it's like, oh, I like his matches. I'm going to go look up on YouTube this person's like greatest match. I mean,
Yeah.
it gets that more like viewership, I guess.
And I always heard the name Kenny Omega,
Yeah,
but I never got to watch his stuff because he was in Japan.
right.
Being in the United States, we can't really. It's hard to get
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah,
So him being on AEW, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, anything relating to them, I collect.
right,
They're one of my favorites to watch.
right.
And Kenny was number one in the PWI 500 for how many years?
Yeah,
So he's good.
and he proves it. I
Yeah.
think every time he gets in that ring, like that's one guy. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd never guess he's pushing 40. The way he,
Yeah.
like, it's crazy.
And he looks amazing.
like he can do all these flips. So like, dude's skill.
Yeah.
Is he the greatest technical wrestler? No, but who really is now?
Same with Will Ospreay.
Yeah,
know?
I saw when they were in AEW for a little bit, feuding with I forget who, but like,
Yeah.
they're talent. There's talented people out there.
Yeah, there is. And that's what, like, if you like wrestling, just try to watch another company.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know, there's WWE is always going to be around. That's
Yeah.
not going to change.
Oh, yeah.
When you say wrestling, people think, oh, WWE.
Yeah.
Or-
Or Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
or Stone Cold or The
But-
Rock or
But it wouldn't hurt if you tune in to Impact or AEW just once, just to see what
it's
it
like.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is a different wrestling style.
Right. Oh, it is absolutely.
You know, Impact is more like a house show. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
No, that's their style.
It's
and they're running with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
AEW is more of indie wrestling.
Yes.
NXT changed a lot. NXT used to be what AEW is,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but since they went to 2.0,
With that new crazy graphic and
well, and they changed back to the black and gold. So hopefully
did they?
it's getting,
well, that's Triple H.
yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully it's getting back to that older
Right.
NXT. And like I said, Triple H is smart.
He is. I don't
You know?
personally. I wasn't his biggest fan. I mean, I like DX. I like when he went like
Yeah.
a championship run here and there, but I don't like him. I mean, that's not like I don't know him,
Yeah.
but he knows what he's doing. Like
Yeah.
100%. Like he's smart.
Hop on. You're part of the podcast. You're part of the podcast. By the way, we are live at the Nitro Bar in West Reading on Penn Avenue. We're doing a wrestling trivia night tonight. So, with wrestling trivia night starting at 8 p.m., it is currently almost 6:30. We figured it'll be cool to do a live podcast episode in Nitro Bar.
Can you hear me now?
No,
Yeah.
say it again.
We're live at Nitro Bar. Nitro Bar is a sponsor of us. We have our brand new banner behind us. Nitro Bar's logo is right there.
So fancy.
It is amazing. I love it.
You cannot believe the graphics on this thing.
Also, while we're talking about the banner, AXW in the corner, there,
Here,
there,
behind you.
everywhere, our logo. We're a sponsor of AXW. They run the Hamburg Fieldhouse a lot. I recently did an interview in the Fieldhouse. That was a great feeling for me. Our logos, both logos are on there. You can, if you see any one of these logos, that's us. Nitro Bar say cheese as well. The same owner as Nitro Bar, and our friends at Rise Up. It's kind of hidden right now, but Rise Up is right here. Great benefits if you drink their energizing tea, their protein shakes. They have protein donuts. Their energy teas work just as well as energy drinks that you would buy in a grocery store, but they make you feel better. It's not carbonated. It's, it flushes you out a little bit. I'm anytime I drink a Rise Up tea, I piss like 5 times. Like within I piss more than I normally do, but it's not a bad thing because it's cleaning me out.
There you go. Hey.
But there is a bar crawl type thing happening on Penn Ave tonight. So
No, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
I was like, why are they lined up? Like it's
yeah,
a
So-
random night of the week.
anybody that has flashing lights is participating in that bar crawl. Stop by, try some drinks, put your vote in. I think that's how it works. I'm not too familiar with it, but we're happy to be at Nitro Bar. Adam, the owner of this place, is a big wrestling fan. One of the bartenders is a big wrestling fan. One of the chefs is a wrestling fan. So it's,
Okay, there you go.
I mean, no matter where you go, there's wrestling fans. You know, so
And they're all good people.
they are.
They're very cool people.
Food is amazing. Drinks are amazing.
Yeah, my sandwich was good. I couldn't eat it all. It was good.
It was a big portion.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
huge.
Tonight being Wednesday, it's half off wings. So we are live right now. If you're seeing this, stop by Nitro Bar, grab some wings, grab a drink. There's a flying elbow drink that the bartender made for tonight. It's pretty good. Ooh, yeah.
No charge for our autographs.
Yeah, you can come up and get our autographs. But it
Pictures
is
and autographs are free.
Nitro Bar is one of those bars that I can come to. I can just hang out, not have to worry about fights or arguments or anybody like that.
That's what you want in a place like this. You don't want like, should I go this night?
Yeah.
Should I...
It's a nice bar. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's comforting to me.
Yeah.
Now, anytime I walk in here, the people working are like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Like, it's nice.
Oh, it's like Cheers. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. So we were just talking about like wrestling in general, like fake gets thrown around. Frank liking the golden era mostly. So talking about old wrestling and when wrestling was real,
Yeah. Yeah.
that type of thing.
My whole school career, I had to defend wrestling. That's all I ever got. How do you watch that fake shit?
Yeah,
And I'm like, you watch movies? They're fake. I mean, no poppers aren't real.
You can't fake getting slammed into concrete floors.
Yeah. I'm like, so what if it is? I still like it.
Yeah.
It's entertainment. Not hurting anybody.
Oh. I mean, them, the wrestlers.
Yeah, don't hurt me none. I mean, watch it doesn't hurt me none. Yeah.
yeah. Back when that stuff was real.
My mom used to say all the time, back when Bruno Sammartino wrestled, it was real.
Like,
Not this fake shit.
Sure.
All right, sure, Mom.
Even when I was in school, I was born in '97. Even when I was in school, people found out I liked wrestling, and they were like, "Why do you like that? Like, you like this favorite movie, right? That's fake." That I was saying to him, The Rock's not jumping out of a flying car in real life.
I mean, he probably could.
I mean, The Rock can do almost anything.
Out of all the actors, he probably could.
yeah,
That's probably like a Tuesday for him. I mean,
yeah. So this your second time here, but your first time trying the food here.
it was really good. That sandwich was good. I had to get the grilled barbecue chicken sandwich. It was very good.
Yeah.
That was the bread was good. Oh man. Yeah, it was amazing. Just too much.
Yeah.
Ever since my surgery, I can't eat like I used to. So that's fine. It's lunch for work tomorrow.
Hey, there you go. This place is busy right now because of the bar hopping thing.
Yeah. It's busy right now because We Like Wrestling Podcast is here.
I'm a very humble guy.
They're not here for you.
So you not being from the area, what do you think of this place so far?
I think it's cool. It's nice in here. Like it's. I looked it up online just to see where I was going because I'm not. I mean, I use GPS because I'm bad with directions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like one of those bars. Like I see myself going back to.
Yeah.
Like it's really nice in here.
Yeah, it's good atmosphere.
Better than the bars back from when I used to go to Main Street near the University of Delaware when it was like a bunch of college kids.
Well, you spent a lot of time in Delaware. Look at that.
Yeah. I've been traveling a lot to Delaware lately.
UD was 15 minutes from where I grew up, right on the Maryland line. So not super far.
You doing anything January 7th?
I have no idea.
AXW in Hamburg, Pennsylvania at the Hamburg Fieldhouse.
Yeah, I heard.
January 7th.
I'll try. Is that a weekend?
It's a Saturday.
Okay, yeah.
Always a Saturday.
Always.
I might try to make it. See what we're doing.
We're a sponsor of AXW.
I'm trying to get him on the bowling team.
Yeah, come bowl with us.
We all suck.
So do we.
But I'm back. I broke my wrist when I was in elementary school, and I don't think it healed right. No, it's not. No, I literally fell on concrete.
Switch it up,
That's like you're seeing just someone new. Take a different girlfriend.
Oh,
We're all bad at bowling. We don't do it for money. We just do it to do it.
To hang out, have fun.
Give it a try.
It's a nice time.
Yeah, we're all terrible.
Every week we go, we hang out, we drink, we bowl, we laugh at each other, and then we go home. We have a little competition with any.
We
within
shoot
the
the shit
team.
about wrestling.
Yeah.
That's all we ever talk about when we're together.
I think I'm sold.
Yeah, come on, man. I know it's a bit
But
of a
you guys
drive
are-
for you.
No, I mean about an hour. It's not bad. Just getting through Lancaster. It's
Yeah.
On a Monday night.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it starts at like 6. That's a rough time.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can, it's cool, man. No hard feelings.
I'll try to see what we're doing.
You know, I get it.
The
The only thing about you said the 7th. The only thing is my son gets his surgery on the 2nd. Did I tell you?
No.
Well, he played football for the first time. Played offensive line because he's taller, so he's automatically put it off. He plays great. Can block anybody. Throws them down.
Oh, good.
And they practice on I don't know what kind of field in Hummelstown.
like a turf field or
It's a natural grass field, and it rained the night before, so mud.
Uh,
Well, at first he injured his right knee and he sprained it, so that healed. He sat out a game. Same thing, rained heavy the night before practice. Meanwhile, before they canceled practice because it was sprinkling a little bit, but let it downpour.
the superstars here.
So his cleat got stuck in mud, and bam, tore his ACL.
oh,
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that yet. We can get into that.
Or like
What, Riddle, Mandy
Com-
Rose, all the
completely
topics of
to-
wrestling
Yeah.
of today?
oh.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
the doctor, when we went and got consult, said he could, walk on it, don't have to wear braces, don't have to use crutches or anything, but just don't run. And he's an active kid, and then we have to tell him like every day, don't go running outside, don't run at school.
But he's young, but he'll heal quicker than.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying. Like it's
All right, what topics have I missed? What are
We were just talking about the Golden Era. He likes Golden Era, and we were just talking about wrestling in general.
Actually,
So-
we're just telling about his son tearing his ACL. My goodness.
But he's in good spirits. He has it on the 2nd. He about a week of healing out of school, and then he should be.
So we're live right now?
We are
On what?
Facebook.
YouTube? Facebook. Okay.
We're live on Facebook. I shared the post.
I'm sorry to hear that about your kid, man.
No, he's good.
So I don't know if you heard, Mandy Rose got fired.
Yeah, Mandy Rose
I
got
heard.
released today
For what?
for apparently pictures of her on her. It's not OnlyFans, but I'm just going to say that because that's kind of the thing.
Fansly,
Something like,
but-
right? Yeah. So yeah, they got
OnlyFans, so
leaked,
it's- yeah.
and so it's behind a paywall. So you can, you have to pay to see it. You can't just go on and look it up. But she didn't do cocaine, and she didn't get multiple DUIs, but she got released.
And she didn't.
Oh wait, is that what happened to Riddle?
Yeah, Riddle
Coke?
got like popped for coke.
multiple
meth.
things.
That's
and, no, not meth.
insane.
MDA or something
That's
like
It's a party
that.
drug,
HGA,
like ecstasy,
something
kind
like
of.
that.
Yeah. So Riddle, cocaine, party drug.
And then we'll send you to rehab.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
But
Mandy Rose.
She does
posts
this.
Someone else leaks a picture of her that she put that they had to pay for,
Yeah.
and she gets fired.
Yeah.
That makes
I-
total sense.
And the
It's a
Usos got
different standard for women and men.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not fair, but it
It's
is.
not fair at all. It was the
Usos
first
got
thing I thought of.
DUIs, multiple.
I thought, wait a minute, did Riddle just get fired? No, that's right. He got
he
suspension.
got
Yeah.
paid rehab.
I mean, Velveteen did what he did. It took a while to release
Well,
him.
I'm just going to say about the Usos, nothing personal, but I think they're in it, and they don't get in trouble because of their family.
I mean, he got in trouble, but he didn't get released.
Yeah,
Two-
exactly.
At least 2
Look.
DUIs that we know of.
Yeah,
Look,
that's-
get him the help. That's fine.
Yeah.
Either way, I think Riddle deserves a firing more so than Mandy Rose.
Oh yeah,
Very much, yeah.
yeah.
So
course.
if you keep Riddle, why not keep Mandy and just be like, look, get rid of that shit or figure
Or
out
be
a
like,
way
you're
to.
off TV for a month or something like that. Like
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they took the belt off her, so yeah, make her go away.
Well, she's fired.
she did.
Yeah. But it's insane to me of the standards that.
So before any of that came out, I thought that they took the belt off her so she could have some time off before coming back for the Rumble and facing Ronda for the belt. Win the Rumble, face Ronda for the
Main
belt.
roster, yeah.
Well, back to main roster. But I thought that would be a good way for them to do it. But now, now all this came out, so
And-
now we don't know.
Roxanne won the belt off, got the belt off of Mandy, and Booker T, I'm sure, is ecstatic about that.
Yeah, two bland baby faces as champion.
Yeah, Braun is starting to get. I don't know. They need to get him on something else. Like,
New Day as tag champions, also baby faces.
yeah,
A lot of baby faces
Babyface
running that
heavy.
company.
that's
Yeah.
Wait, they're champions.
Joey
again?
chair or something.
champions.
Ah,
I can step off for a little. I'll step out.
No, you're fine.
I'll step
You
out.
just got here.
Yeah, you're
You
fine.
I can.
Doesn't matter.
You want to talk
We can-
about your
we can
favorites
rotate.
in the golden era? We got time. We got plenty of time. Joke is stuff.
I
Come on when you're
don't,
done.
I don't want to take a seat. I'm not a host.
You're a guest.
No, it's his podcast. We're all just co-hosts. We're all
guests in
we're
his
all
world.
guests on his podcast. It's Chad's world.
Yeah.
We're just living in it.
Yeah. This ring draft is good. I was told, Joe told me that the drink is pretty good.
Yeah.
Haven't tried it yet because I didn't want to wait for a whole mixed drink.
Yeah.
I'll try one later.
Flying elbow.
Yeah, it smelled like bubblegum.
I'm
No, it tastes pretty good actually.
I'm
Not bubble.
debating drinking if it wasn't for the hour plus ride back home. Like,
You got plenty of time though. Trivia
I
starts at
know.
8.
Drink this. This is nothing. This is
it's like
it's yeah. I mean, it's good. I'm not saying
You'll piss
What is
that out.
it's just Reading Premium Lager.
ah,
Yeah, it's like Yingling.
So why Golden Era? Because that's before your time.
That's my
Well-
favorite. Well, no. My favorite's New Gen. Fuck that.
I mean, it's what I grew up with. Like I was telling Jared, like, okay, so I grew up like
how old are you?
how old am I? 35.
Okay. Well, I'm 32.
He makes me feel old.
Yeah, I know.
But it's what I grew
Hey,
up with. My
10 years
grandfather
younger than
watched
me.
WWF since the 60s,
Oh,
and my dad grew up
back
with
when it
it
was real.
back when it was real.
Yeah. We were talking about that too. Yeah.
But yeah, it's what I grew up. It just appealed to me like every kid. Like I was the biggest Hulk Hogan fan, but
Yeah, me too.
who really wasn't if you watched it?
I was a Hogan mark,
I wasn't.
and then I
Never.
switched to Warrior when he got
But
the
then I
belt.
switched. Like
Wasn't.
now, like I prefer Savage and Piper and
When you're
Oh,
older,
so-
yeah, 'cause it's different.
So what drew you to Golden Era instead of New Gen?
I guess gimmicks. I don't know. Like they were larger than life.
Yes, I do say
Like-
that. That's something that we lack. We love the whole like I'm a wrestler, so I wrestle thing, but
But
like,
everybody's 5'9" and
there's
160.
something fun about a clown wrestling a dentist.
Yeah. Was it
I don't know.
corny? Was it stupid to a point? Yeah.
But we still talk about it.
But
A
that,
garbage man, yeah.
like, where else can you see a prisoner fight a prison guard?
It's
Can't-
true.
You
I mean,
can't do
well,
it now.
you ever watch 60 Days In?
Well, that's real.
That's real. Sure. Yeah, it's real.
But yeah, I mean, and once it got to New Gen, like I was a fan of Brad. I was kind of a fan of Sean. But it's not the
What's
same.
up?
I wear my sunglasses all night.
Yeah, that's my gimmick. I like sunglasses. I don't like people seeing my face. I don't like being recognized places. What's that?
Nobody come on the table.
Yeah.
Nobody put their finger in my microphone.
Yeah.
Nobody put their microphone.
I can't hear him because of these.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was a kid, I'd probably enjoy that as well with the different gimmick and jobs and whatever. But
Yeah.
well, I went back and watched Attitude Era stuff. I don't know.
Attitude Era is not the same. Everybody was a tough guy in
Yeah,
Attitude Era.
that's the thing with
I'm a
Attitude Era.
vampire, but I'm still a tough guy.
Yeah.
So just be a fucking vampire. Wear your poofy shirts and be a vampire.
It was sort of like dark and light. Like New Gen was bright colors and
And
characters and for the kids, and then
Attitude was like
Attitude was for the
it's
grown-ups.
real, and I really hate
darker.
this guy, and I'm gonna. If I don't draw blood in this match, then the feud's not over. Pretty much.
I think Attitude Era. I think I was the perfect age for it to grow up through New Gen and then Attitude Era because Attitude Era started when I was coming into my preteens, and that attracted me. These tough guys. They're swearing on TV.
Middle finger,
Yeah.
half naked
Ooh.
women, and
Yeah, like I look back and it's really cool, but like I didn't know shit about what they were talking about back
No.
then. I don't know what suck it was when I was 9.
Oh, we
I
did it
said
in school. Got in
I
trouble for
said
it.
I didn't know what it meant.
I used to do that in school too.
but everyone loved the Attitude Era, like you said. But name one like 5-star classic match. There was a lot of.
I mean, there
brawling.
was some
I
in.
mean, S.A. Rios versus Scotty Too
Oh,
Hotty.
come on! If you don't call
Sunday
that a
Night
fight,
Heat. Sunday Night Heat, man.
yeah, they have what 4 shows a week, and
I mean, I like
Four
Attitude too,
shows.
but
3.
Raw,
Attitude Era?
SmackDown,
And Heat.
Heat and
Velocity.
Velocity.
was
Velocity.
Saturday.
No, Velocity came for the.
Was
For
it?
the,
They
for
had
the,
one Saturday night show. I swear they did.
Heat.
Oh,
Shotgun
Shotgun Saturday Night.
Shotgun Saturday night.
That wasn't.
That was
That didn't
like
last. That was on like
That was
midnight.
yeah.
Yeah.
Heat was the pre-show.
right.
Well, not. I mean,
That was
not
on,
everyone.
on Men TV, wasn't it?
Shotgun.
Spike TV or
No,
Shotgun
the
was on
USA.
Sunday Night Heat. Wasn't that on
No,
MTV or?
Shotgun was on MTV, I think. Yeah,
and
Yeah, at a
he
weird
was
time.
on USA.
he was on USA just because it was the precursor to
Right.
pay-per-views once a month.
Yeah, but you never saw The Rock or Stone Cold.
You did when it was
When
a
it was
precursor.
yeah.
Or on football. What was it? The
Halftime
Sunday.
Heat.
Yeah, halftime.
The Rock
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Mick
there you go.
Foley.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's how like WWE Thunder started. All the big stars were on there when it debuted, and then
Mhm.
slowly
Because they wasn't part of their contract.
it was the B show.
Yeah.
Right.
But Golden Era, I don't know. See, I feel like I think New Gen's the best because it's so much fun. I think Golden Era is also lacking.
Oh, I'm not
that-
saying New Gen was fun.
Yeah,
It's
Golden
just-
Era is lacking that. Like, yeah, they had gimmicks, but they didn't have like the gimmicks turned up to 1,000. Like Tito Santana. Okay, so he was your Mexican baby face, but in the New Gen, he was a matador. You know, he was a character. That's what's fun about it.
Yeah.
What's
So-
happening this week in wrestling? I know what we're missing right now. I don't know why we're here when we got Ricky Starks and MJF happening like right now, like tonight.
Is that a match, or is it like another?
No, it's the match.
for the title.
It's the match. It's for the title and for the ring. It's a winner take all.
Oh, that's how you know it's serious.
Could you imagine if Ricky Starks wins tonight? I would
I
fucking
don't
love
see-
it.
I don't
Everybody's
see
like,
it
"Oh, MJF is gonna have this long run. I can't wait to see this long run." Boom! Fucking stops it cold. And as long as they book it right, there's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Look, we're supporting small businesses. We're here at Nitro Bar. I was hyping up our banner.
Supporting homegrown talent of AEW.
Well, both those guys are.
Yeah, they're the pinnacle of AEW, or not pinnacle. They're Mount
Oh, the
Name
pinnacle. Blah, blah, blah.
Rushmore.
I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna let Joe come back in here. Was he here yet?
No.
No.
Oh, so okay,
I was-
come in here.
So I was hyping up the banner. Also, Justin, John, and Joe are wearing our new
Yeah, I look
jackets.
the best in it, so that's all you need to know.
Matches his sunglasses.
All black everything.
Justin,
is
Justin
popping.
tag Joe in.
Oh yeah,
You
Hot tag.
gotta tag him in.
you tried to drink. How was it?
It was good.
Yeah. I'm hoping we don't get in
One
trouble
hospital
the
worker
music
for
break.
another.
Yeah.
Let's kick him out. We can have all hospital workers here. Well, you used to.
Yeah. Well, and I heard you guys talking about the Mandy Rose thing. So, release no suspension. Like, why not just suspend her?
I tell you, women are held to a different standard than men.
My
That's
guess
not-
is, it with WWE being still a PG product, being that stuff was leaked out there, it's a family product. Kids will see it. You know,
But
I don't know.
if it was a guy caught with his girlfriend, he probably would have just got suspended.
Yeah.
But that's my thing though. Like, okay, they obviously knew she was doing that, and from what you showed, you showed the picture that supposedly got leaked. It looked like it was like an artsy type picture. You know, like
Right.
nothing that you would see
I
on
don't
like
think
one of
Frank
those-
saw the picture. Show him.
Well, you know, so I mean, and on this site, OnlyFans, it was behind a paywall that somebody paid to have access to, and then just either screenshot it or took a.
Yeah, it wasn't fully Mandy's fault. She did post the picture to be bought, yes, but whoever bought it and leaked it, it's on them.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, she got the clearance because I remember when Vince was there. Like, that's why Adam Cole and a lot of them guys, they were doing Twitch and stuff and making money from it.
Yeah.
And he was pissed because it was like, well, you can't make money. Well,
But what's
my-
his face has that up, down, down. Is he still doing that?
but that was
Yeah.
supported by
Yes.
WWE.
Oh, yeah.
But here's my thing too. Okay, wrestlers are supposed to be independent contractors. So why can't they make money outside of, like, you know, if I have somebody offering me, that's no
That's what
different than
got her
like
fired.
It
Did you
doesn't
see?
show
but-
anything.
but
You see her hip.
But didn't like
It's implied.
some of
yes,
the divas
but-
back in the day willingly do Playboy?
like
we were talking about that
I
earlier.
think Justin
That's
mentioned,
okay.
That
mentioned
bra and panty matches where
Yeah.
they got down to nothing. Yeah.
well, that's a perverted old Vince McMahon. This is a family man, Triple H now. I don't know, but
Sure it is.
um,
Why not just like you said, just take her off TV?
Yeah.
She already lost the belt. Have her go away. Say she's hurt.
But Riddle's over there doing lines.
And then you could have suspended
Probably
her.
off
Like,
Mandy's ass.
you know,
Hey, maybe. It's all a conspiracy, man.
That's right.
because somebody said it was like a violation of the morality code. So okay, you give her like 30-day or 90-day suspension. You're like, hey, like you either got to take that
Especially
down.
if it's like her
or-
first offense, why not just say, hey, don't let
Yeah,
that shit happen
exactly,
again?
yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's plenty of female wrestlers who Thunder Rosa, Tony Storm. I mean, they have OnlyFans. It's
Ty Mello
essentially
just started one.
yeah, it's essentially a bikini magazine.
Then
Like,
Zelina Vega
shoot.
has her gaming thing, doesn't she? She still do that?
Up,
She had
up,
like a
down,
Twitch
down.
channel or
Zelina has
whatever.
a Twitch channel. Yeah, it's if that's another way for them to make money, either pay them better or let them do it.
Right.
You know,
She can't help that somebody bought in and then put it out there.
Yeah,
That's
she
not
didn't
on
tell him to do
her.
it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I could see if it was like, hey, she no-showed the event, and they find out, well, that's why, because she was posting shit on her OnlyFans. We're like, hey, this is your main job, not that.
Yeah.
But what she does in her own time is her business.
The double standards is.
Does he still
insane.
work there, Sabatelli? Is he gone?
I think he's with AEW.
Oh, he is? Okay. I haven't
Wait,
seen
who
it.
was that?
Tino Sabatelli. That's her boyfriend.
Oh,
He used to be, what was his partner? Did he have a partner in NXT?
Yeah, it was Madcap Moss, wasn't it?
Yeah, Riddick Moss. They were a
Riddick
tag
Moss,
team.
yeah.
I forget
In
what their name was.
NXT, yeah.
But then, and like you guys were talking about too, like the one Uso, he's been busted like 3 times for DUIs, and he still has a job. There's actually a featured player.
Well, they've done this before. Remember Enzo? Those allegations
yeah.
of sexual assault, and he was released, and it wasn't true anyway.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they jumped the gun. But Velveteen Dream, they waited like 6 months to release him. And we had to do an investigation. And he actually did do it.
Well, yeah, Jack Gallagher and
Yeah,
it's-
some of them they just like snap and they're gone, and other ones just like, it's okay.
Do you think it might be who's buddy with the front office?
I mean, you tell me if that was Roman Reigns and his wife,
Oh.
would Roman get released?
Hell no.
Or even suspended? Be like,
Hell
hey,
no.
that shit never happened. We didn't see nothing.
Who did what?
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
How many
They-
times Orton failed drug tests? He
Oh.
never got released.
and they obviously liked Mandy Rose and liked her as the champion because she's champ for over 400 days.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
and she's
she
been
must have
busting
been
her
doing
ass.
something right.
She's been busting her ass. She said in an interview, I think with Chris Van Vliet, that when she first started, obviously she's going to feel like people are going to look at her for her looks, not her talent. And she wanted it to be known that she's here to wrestle, not just because she looks good. And I think when she went to NXT, she improved a lot.
Got better. Yeah.
She definitely worked on what she needed to, and she's been kicking ass.
What are we gonna do with her partners? That
Well-
toxic attraction, or whatever. They're a little group.
When she came in, she was the runner-up when that Sarah Lee, the one that just recently passed away. Mandy Rose was the runner-up of that.
Yeah.
That
Tough
Diva
enough.
search, whatever, or tough enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That year's Tough Enough. She was the runner-up, but they still liked her enough, which I knew she was going to end up getting signed
A lot of those
because
did.
they were like talking to her, like when it was down to the finals of that, and you could see like they were impressed by her, and then you found out she ended up getting signed to a contract anyway.
I saw Smiley Kylie wrestled some dark matches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her name is Brianna Ray now.
yeah.
I hope everything works out for her, but she has a lot of mental health issues. That's why she's constantly stepping away.
Yeah,
Like,
retiring,
if you maybe this just isn't the job for you. I mean, hopefully, maybe you work through those issues, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
This place is hopping tonight.
yeah.
There's a bar crawl happening on Penn Ave. I think that's what it's called. People can just walk into different restaurants, bars, try little shots of drinks.
Like samples.
Yeah.
So I
And then
think they have
vote.
something. Or, it doesn't
Yeah.
seem like they're showing anything though. There's
Usually
some
there's
people
the
walking in.
flashing
there's lights,
thing. They have like
yeah.
a punch card or something. They have to.
You can vote, I guess. I'm not sure, but
It's a chocolate covered candy cane, from what I heard them saying.
Oh,
That's what the
okay.
shot is. Like they're giving out.
I might need to try that myself. I tried the
Sounds
flying
pretty good,
elbow, and it's pretty good. You gotta try it, Frank.
I might. I'll say.
You'll be here for another 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
So
Does the wife know you got out of the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
So 80s here,
I am
80s
going
and
to the store
early
to get milk.
90s. The three of us. So
Yeah, I'm a young guy of the group.
Yeah. Well, he likes golden era, and that's our era. That's
Yeah, I mean,
grew up
I
in.
do like more than Golden Era. I watched up until 2005, 2006, but
I still watch.
I
I
think
watched-
it appeals to me most because that's what I first started watching.
yeah.
New Gen was awesome. Now is okay. I just can't.
When I was a kid watching golden era, like I didn't know anything about like kayfabe. I thought bad guys were bad guys, and they hated each other. And Piper and Hogan wouldn't be caught dead standing next to each
No.
other talking.
I think part of the problem nowadays is, as they say, like overexposure. Like I heard you saying earlier, like you got 4 shows a week, anywhere 2 to 3 hours per show, plus pay-per-views. Like it's just kind of like in our day, like you had main event on Saturdays and then prime
Once in a
time
while.
on Mondays.
Superstars was
Saturday main event, yeah.
And then you had your monthly pay-per-view that was
Even if
like
it-
every 4 months.
Yeah, at first it was WrestleMania, Royal Rumble,
SummerSlam, Survivor Series.
And then they added King of the Ring
King of
was
the
the
Ring,
fifth
yeah.
one.
Yep.
And you would build up to it, like
Yeah.
the feud might have started at the Rumble, and Mania's still going in SummerSlam, so
Yep.
it weren't like, oh god, they wrestled 15 times already. Right?
Well, I think one of the issues now is, I mean, when wrestlers back in the day used to go out in public, like here, I mean, Piper was Piper. He wasn't Roger Toombs, like the guy who lives down the street. Like
Yeah, they kept kayfabe.
now, like everybody has Instagram, everybody has Facebook.
That's
Oh, what
why-
do you mean Roman Reigns is
What was that?
on vacation?
Didn't Braun get in trouble a couple years ago because he posted a pic of him and was it Roman and someone that he's supposed to be like feuding with, and they were all like
Oh
in a
yeah,
group photo together, and he was
Yeah.
like,
Well-
"You can't do that."
And that's why it's like nowadays, I'm so surprised if something can be a surprise. Like Gargano, that was talked about, but it wasn't like. So he showed up, and it was like, wow,
oh yeah,
like it's hard to keep things a secret now with
Oh,
all
yeah.
the social media,
with internet
and-
period.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and that's what.
Plus, we're all smart enough to know, like, well, if he just left WWE, I wonder where he's going next. Like, we
Right.
could figure out where we're going.
That's like with Regal. Like, where
Oh,
else
yeah.
is he going to go
Everyone
when his
knows where he's
contract's
going.
up?
Yeah.
He's not hitting the
But we all
independent
knew,
scene.
like, we knew where Adam Cole was going, where Daniel Bryan
Yeah.
was going. We knew.
Moxley. I mean, on one hand, it's good for them, like because WWE didn't know what to do with Moxley. They were building up Reigns and Seth Rollins.
I will say, I mean, other than because I am a fan of AEW, but I'm also glad that there is now a second option, like WCW was that back in the day.
Yeah.
Now the guy's got another major company
Right.
that they can go to.
Yeah, because it ain't TNA anymore.
I think
they're nothing.
one of my like issues with these people who are pure WWE fans, and there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
They look at AEW and their pay-per-view drew 10,000. Well, you look back at these, like I'm a nerd. I'll go back and look at like cards from big events at WWF 20 years ago. And their biggest pay-per-view besides WrestleMania drew 9,000.
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier. Like, why can't there's nothing wrong if you only like one company. It's
Yeah.
fine, but at least give the other ones a chance. If you watch them, you're like, I can't do all this flippy shit. Fine, WWE's for you. Stick with it, whatever. But don't trash the other company.
Like what you like.
Yeah.
And if you watch AEW on the regular, like most of us aren't a fan of WWE now. Nothing wrong with it. We still
Right.
follow it.
Yeah.
It's just we're not like, oh, WWE sucks. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
remember when Monday nights at 9, I had to be home to watch
Yeah.
Raw. Now it's like, oh, it's Monday night. I forget it was on. And then,
yeah,
Well, that's how it was back in middle school. Like most of the kids who liked wrestling were WWF fans. Then you had the one guy who liked WCW. It's like, who the fuck are you? Like, you like WCW?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan. Ugh.
yeah.
Oh, and that was the thing too with WCW when they had first started out. They used to always replay their show. So like when they were like, "Oh well, we did great in the ratings." Oh yeah, because you replay that at 11 when everybody switched over after. I mean, I used to do that.
Right. Yeah.
I'll admit it.
Wow, really got loud in here.
Yeah, it's popping in here.
Yeah.
Everybody's enjoying some drinks, walking Penn Ave. I've been wanting to car hop in Penn Ave for a while with a group of friends. You can literally park at McDonald's or something and just walk all of Penn Ave, and you can try to drink at like 7 different bars.
Oh,
I'd do that. It's fucking,
it's not too bad.
it'd be a fun time. There's tons of local businesses on Penn Ave, including so many restaurants.
Can get a little expensive though.
It can be, yes.
That's something you really got to plan for.
Yeah. Nitro Bar, I was saying, Nitro Bar is one of those bars where I can just come any day of the week and just hang out.
Yeah, it seems like not like you're like a dive type bar. Like
It's
very,
not like
very
a,
good.
yeah. Better
That's why I
clientele, better atmosphere.
Yeah, I don't like to go out to bars too much. That's not really my scene because I just don't like. I don't like to deal with people that start to get like falling off their chair. That ruins my good
Or they want
time.
to fight everybody in the place.
Got them beer muscles, as they say.
And it's busy.
Yeah.
I'm hoping wrestling trivia night is going to be pretty popular.
The first one went off pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday was the last time we did it on a Friday, so obviously a lot of people had off on the weekend, but it seems like with this thing on Penn Ave, it's looking pretty. There's a couple friends like Flake and might be a few others that come stop by for trivia, but I mean, people played last time. People played. They didn't even follow wrestling religiously, and they played along just to play. It's free. It's not.
Cool.
We're not charging to participate.
How do you guys do this? Is it like just you ask so many questions? Is it like themed?
So last time we did it, there were 6
Random
rounds.
questions.
6 rounds.
6 rounds of 5 questions.
Oh,
So 30 questions.
I got them all right.
did you write them?
I got every single one right. Knew them all.
So a friend of ours, Blackwell, and his friend Brian, they help out with events that we go to, and they have their own podcast.
Okay.
And they mopped everybody. I think total they got 1 wrong every round. Other than that, they were killing it. Brian is like an encyclopedia, dude. He's insane. Yeah.
I think you'll do well.
Yeah.
I want to try.
Yeah.
It's kind of good to see like what you know and what you don't know.
Oh yeah.
Like even just like looking at the questions and stuff, like some of the ones that like I came up with some, Jared came up with some, we all came up with some. And it's just like interesting seeing like, oh wow, I didn't know that. Or am I doing the research to come up with the questions?
I can't remember what I had for dinner last night, but I can remember what happened at WrestleMania 2.
Yeah.
Jared,
Music and movies and wrestling.
Jared.
Hop on.
You can come on for me if you want. I want to get off.
Promote your shit. Come on, hop on.
Justin, you want to come on?
Come on. Look, we got a guy from AXW here, so try to get him on. Chocolate covered candy cane. I need to try that. Not really a big fan of candy canes, but I like Thin Mints. So
Probably be the
Close
yeah,
enough.
about the same thing.
yeah.
Or be like they have some of them places have that peppermint bark drink.
Yeah.
It's kind of be about the same.
So at Nitro Bar, they support Reading soda, Reading draft soda. They also support Reading draft beer and a lot of like local stuff. Their mixed drinks are pretty good. Their food was amazing.
Yeah.
I had their Reuben burger, which is a Reuben sandwich, just burger form.
Or support of the podcast.
Yeah. And
Hence the banner.
he had the barbecue chicken sandwich. That thing, you order something, like look at those sandwiches now. It's a fucking massive. It's a good portion.
Get your money's worth.
It is.
For sure.
the prices might scare you a little bit, but I promise it's not that bad. You get
It's
your
no
money's
worse
worth.
than other places.
You get your
Yeah.
money's worth.
Their prices are
You always pay more at a bar. It's bar
Oh,
food. Yeah.
well, and their prices are the same just about anywhere else. I mean, it's no different than
My
going
sandwich
to
is like
Applebee's.
$16. That's not bad.
That's like the normal. now.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
not.
chicken sandwich.
I got onion
Oh, now you
rings.
want
They
to
give you a
drink.
nice stack of onions.
Just trying to buy time.
He's
Huh?
stalling over there.
Stalling a little bit.
Yeah, get a couple drinks in and
Yeah, put me on spot. Put me on 717. Here I go. Here I go. Then yo, like I'm gonna make them up. Here I go. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll. DDT. Here we go.
So what do you? Who's your favorite in AEW right now?
Oh gosh, MJF. I just think he's like all around. He's got the gimmick. He's got the skills. Mic skills.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think we all like him.
he's it. I'll tell you what, I give him props because, like we were mentioning earlier with social media, he stays in kayfabe
Oh my gosh.
like
yeah.
all the time.
Oh,
I've
he's a
seen
character.
Like,
videos.
he'll go to one like to signings and he'll sign it. Yeah, fuck you, MJF.
Well, I've seen videos of him at like meet and greets, and he was an asshole. I
Oh, yeah.
love it.
That's awesome.
I
Yeah.
love it. You know, it's rare that you see that.
Oh yeah, because you go to. I mean, most of the people I've met at conventions are retired and they don't have to put on the gimmick anymore. I mean, I think the only one that really puts on the gimmick still is Bushwhacker Luke.
Yeah, I've
He's
seen him
the
recently.
same
Yeah, yeah. But I'd love to meet MJF just to get to experience his work. You know, like even with little children, I've seen
He's
videos of
still
him. Yeah,
Flipping them off.
yeah, it's awesome. Man. I love it.
knocks his figure on the floor when they put it on the table. He's signing that.
Yeah, he'll like sign it and then just fucking fling it. It's great, man. I need to meet him.
Let's see. There's him. I like the Lucha Brothers. The Acclaimed.
They were great.
You got to meet
Friends of the
them.
podcast.
They were awesome. They were awesome.
Sesame Daddy.
Dude, they were so over. They still are over, man.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They were super cool guys. Very cool.
I was, I can't say this enough, but it's bringing the Acclaimed in for a meet and greet. All of the people that came up were like so happy to meet them because they don't do meet and greets a lot.
No, they don't. I don't
So,
see it at all.
The fact that we were able to pull that off in Hamburg at
yeah.
the field house, our line was second longest compared to Booker T, obviously. But
Slaughter was long too. It was-
Yeah.
Slaughter has a beautiful autograph.
He
Oh
also,
my
he
God.
also writes a book.
Right. So I was going to do when we met him. I got a figure sign. My son got a Funko Pop sign. Got an 8x10 and like a poster.
Yeah.
And he like wrote
Took
on
30
the
minutes,
whole front, but he was
Yeah.
super nice.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh my
He
god.
was, yeah.
But he's like, what's he write? Like, world champion, 4 world champion,
Hall of
Sergeant
Fame.
Slaughter,
Well,
Hall of Fame.
On
He's
the
like,
big poster for my son, he wrote like "At ease, be good, be a good soldier," or whatever.
yeah, he writes a book.
Yeah.
You know what? I got the figure when he was in the Triangle of Terror, so he signed it Triangle of Terror. Sergeant
That's
Slaughter, Hall
Oh.
of Fame.
I got G.I. Joe the movie, Signed the-
That's
animated.
awesome.
and he wrote like, I think something maggot, Sergeant Slaughter
Yeah.
Hall of Fame, whatever. I
Yeah.
was like, that's cool.
In my encyclopedia, you get the whole page.
Oh my god!
Yeah. him and Lawler, Jerry Lawler,
I heard he's nice.
beautiful signatures.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I had a Funko Pop signed by Jerry Lawler.
Okay.
It was amazing. It was like Slaughter's autograph. It was so like he takes his time, make sure that every letter can be legible. There's some people like John Silver who just whatever scribbles, and it's look your signature is your
okay,
signature,
but-
whatever. But like
It doesn't stand out.
we're talking about the nice signatures like Slaughter, like you know what I mean? It's
Sometimes I think if it looks too perfect, I almost think it's fake.
yeah,
It looks
that
too
too,
perfect, like
yeah.
someone practiced and practiced.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
Well,
it's
Like with someone, like when I sign my stuff, it's not perfect.
I just
Scribble.
scribble. Yeah,
you've been to a few more than I have, but like the conventions I think are like awesome. Just like sometimes just to see like when you go up and say hi to the guys.
Oh my gosh!
Like they
yeah.
love it. Like they made that much of an impression on you.
Yeah.
that you remember it. Like, you know.
I mean, in my experience, I've been to, both Hamburgs. I've been to the first Baltimore Celeb Fest. And since they've had 5 more, and every time it's like headliner.
Slide that way. There's a light hitting your head.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Oh,
There you go. I wasn't too. Yeah. That street light.
But with my experience, like there's been 10 times more nice people than ones that are like rude and don't want to be
yeah.
there.
I haven't had any bad experiences. They've all been very nice.
Well, the only one I've really had, and it wasn't like necessarily an asshole to me, was Greg Valentine.
He seems like yeah.
Because I met him, it was him, Luke Williams, and Brutus Beefcake at a Blue Coats game like 4 years ago.
Oh,
Signing for free, so whatever.
yeah.
So I went. Me and my wife went, and Luke was nice. Beefcake was okay.
Yeah.
And I asked Valentine, I was like, "Can I get a picture?" And he was sitting on like a stool, and he like grabbed me to get off. And I was like, "Don't hurt yourself too much." So you like
bringing people in. I'm not going to name names, but there was one person that was like iffy, but for the most part, if they have been doing this a while, it's that whole thing of treat people how you want to be treated.
Oh yeah.
So one of my favorites, TJP, so humble, so fucking humble. Even though he was in WWE, he was in Impact, New Japan.
Doesn't change
so
him.
humble. Yeah. He is such a nice guy. And it was great. Like we were shocked that him being of Filipino descent was such an eye-opener for people, because when we brought him to a convention, there were a couple of little kids who were of Asian ethnicity and Filipino and whatever. They were like, "You're my idol." I was like, "That's awesome, man." He's so humble.
Batista is too. I think he's got some Filipino in him.
Yeah.
I think
TJP was a favorite
Marina
of
had
mine.
some Filipino in her too, apparently.
Yeah. It was, but it is a great time. I love seeing the smiles on people's faces when, so as a kid, I was able to go to see people like Rey Mysterio, Kane, Sheamus, Hardcore Holly.
Because of this guy right here. Because he's got a cool uncle.
And knowing what that meant to
What's
me.
your masquerade jump up?
Knowing what that meant to me as a kid, it feels good knowing that I can do that for other families.
Oh, yeah.
And it's awesome. I never would have thought that I'd be in this position where, we're bringing people in for a meet and greet, and it's cool to me. Like, I don't like to think that I'm a hot shot. I'm humble. I'm
you don't change because of this.
yeah. It's
What the hell happened? That guy ran out of here.
they kicked him out probably.
Oh, first one.
Being obnoxious and he's spilling a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
See,
flag.
that's why I don't go to bars.
Well, he
Most of
seemed
the time,
okay. It
yeah.
wasn't like,
Oh, you talking about the guy that was here?
yeah, the red guy kept yelling at us and stuff. I mean,
think
he
he
was.
started to
It
get-
seemed like he was having a good time.
Yeah,
He wasn't.
Hey, Jared.
Yeah, I thought he was coming on. What happened?
Jared.
What happened?
That's the first time I witnessed something like that.
Who was the biggest star you
Did he got kicked out?
Oh gosh. Slaughter was a big name. He was a main eventer. I don't know. I've met so many, and not to brag, but I've been to a lot to where there was a fair amount of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go the few very nicest. I think the nicest I've met, almost solely because he was super nice to my son, Mark Nero. The dude is crazy nice. We went up, sat there, had a 5-minute conversation with me and my son. Asked my son, "Are you doing good in school?" Blah blah blah. Because he's a motivational speaker now.
Oh, I didn't even know he was doing signings. I never hear about him doing
He
anything.
he did it. I was like, I gotta get him because I was a fan of him back in the day.
Wild man or trying to be bad?
Wow.
WWE, okay.
But he signed like pretty much like a discounted autograph. I mean, not free, discounted autograph for my son for like without even asking.
Wow, that's cool.
So he was nice. Demolition, both times I met him,
Yeah,
super
they were really
nice.
nice when I met them.
Did you meet them at Legends in
I
Hamburg?
Well, they were in Hamburg.
I met them at not this last time. I met them twice. I met them at Baltimore, and I met them a few years ago, and it was besides the one at the Blue Coats game, they were having this signing. It was Demolition, Powers of Pain.
They're always coming in saying hi to Jared. Look at this. He's got a group over there. They're all coming in saying hi to him. I didn't know he was that famous.
I think it's a laptop, and he's sitting right at the entrance.
I think he's the bouncer or something.
We're here for the pub crawl.
And there's always people coming in. This is great to see.
Well, free drinks. Get people out of the house in the cold weather.
I'm telling you, man. Bar hopping.
Well, it's
you
a
have to
Wednesday
sign up.
night, dude.
Right.
I heard of Thirsty Thursdays. What was it? Wet Wednesdays?
That sounds like a movie I need to find.
So my search history.
Oh, yeah.
on that PH website there.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not
And the
wearing
one that
that
starts with
house.
X.
Yeah. This is awesome. It's nice to see like events like this where like even the festivals that happen on Penn Ave, they're always so full.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
so full to see.
Good people. It's quiet out here. It's nice people.
Probably the biggest star John and I met was Stone Cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
They used to back in the day. FYE in Philly used to have signings. Like when the WWE stars would make a movie,
Okay.
they would bring them in, and
It did cost anything to get in. You just had to buy the movie.
you had to buy the
At
movie, which
full
was like
price.
$20.
Right. Yeah.
But they always used to try to set it like, oh, they'll only sign the movie. Everyone we had met there always signed the movie, and like if you had a book, I mean, you couldn't go up there with like 15
10,
items,
yeah.
but they were always very organized. I got to hand them that.
I think Stone Cold, Brett, and Sean are probably the top ones that I've met.
Same here.
See, I hear Brett's nice, but people for some reason hate him. I don't
Brett
know.
was super nice.
He was cool with me, yeah.
I just think everybody I've met has been not really rude. They've all been nice.
Yeah.
To
I've
some
heard
degree.
Ric Flair kind of is a chick.
I've heard.
It was-
Did you hear what just happened?
No, what did he
There
do
was
now?
there was a
I saw the
there was a video. This girl walks up there in a bar, I guess in Charlotte somewhere, because that's where he stays. This girl walks up. She goes, "My friend says you're famous. Can I get a picture?" He says, "No."
Yeah. Like you
And
don't
she
even
goes
know
back,
who
she
he
goes,
is.
"He was rude to me." Well, you don't know who the guy is. You ask for a picture.
Yeah.
I can't blame.
Yeah, I don't blame.
I don't blame him. Yeah.
When we met Stone Cold, it was funny because our friend Kevin, he would take an old camcorder and videotape the meetings and stuff. And when I went up to meet Stone Cold, I went around to get a picture and something. He's like, "Hey, watch out for the stunner." I was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
I think the biggest person I met was Ray Kane.
Batista, you met Batista?
No,
No, it wasn't.
You wasn't with Batista? I thought he was.
I wanted to meet.
Booker T?
No,
He
I didn't,
was
get to meet him.
hungover when we met Batista.
I didn't get to meet him at the convention. I was too busy. I was working. I didn't get to meet Mr. Anderson. I wanted to.
Oh, he was really cool.
Yeah.
He signed like there was nobody behind me. He signed it both Kennedy and Anderson.
That's cool.
I actually talked to him for a couple minutes as he walked by as we were waiting on the Acclaim to come in. And I stopped and I was talking to him, and that's
This is another one of my son's favorite, Blue Meanie.
Oh,
Super
Blue
nice
Meanie,
to him.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
and it was funny because I didn't know at the time, but he was Umaga's last match and Eddie's last match. I think I remember seeing you guys.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Anderson? Yeah.
That's not the claim to
And there's
fame you want
another
to
one
have.
that's super nice.
Tim
Hacksaw.
Duggan. Yeah.
Him
We met Hacksaw.
Yeah, yeah. He beat cancer. Good for him.
and this guy weirded out my son, but I was a fan of him ever since WWF.
PCO.
Yeah. Like he put on the helmet, my wife and son were like, "What the hell is he doing?"
Jean Pierre Lafitte.
Somebody tag me in when you're done.
Here.
All right.
I'm going to get a drink anyway. I guess Frank's just hanging out all night.
I'm like, guest host now?
It's got your initials on it, JC. So
Well, it's your JC.
I'm at
Man,
my
Well, I just had the greatest cocaine experience of my life, and I didn't even do it.
I was waiting for that guy to get kicked out.
Jeez, he didn't get kicked out. He just left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Somebody say something?
No, yeah, I think his girlfriend called him.
You seem
That was
pissed.
the worst fucking person I've ever met.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've met a lot of shitty people.
I was just saying about how we don't really encounter bad people at this bar.
I do. Bad people find me. It's I as much as I fucking try, people like to talk to me, and I fucking hate it.
Trying to get Jared on, but he keeps making up excuses.
Jared does not want to be on the podcast.
That's like the motto I go by. I hate people, but I love gatherings.
I don't even like gatherings.
I mean,
I
I
didn't
love
want
them.
to come here
I like-
tonight. I was trying to figure out an excuse to not come. I was going to make myself throw up, film it so that I could just send it. Here's proof.
I see. I don't mind.
There's people coming in. There's a bar crawl. Did you guys touch on that
Yes,
yet?
yes, we've been talking
Yes.
about it.
Yeah, so
I've been
just
plugging
say
it in
hi.
there.
Wait. What bar crawl? What are you talking
I don't know, because the Santa crawl. So I did ask the bartender. The Santa crawl is this Saturday. This is another one that is all women. It starts at Wind Down. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's something about Wind Down, ladies' night thing. It's
Pretty
Wednesday
cool.
though. That's tough.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was saying how like
So I want to say. So are you playing trivia?
Yes.
Okay, so I do. I know you sent the answers, but I swear to God, I have not seen them. I've been way too busy in my fucking personal life. I haven't. I have not seen a single one. I've just been way too busy, and I put my phone. I've done this nice little thing because of them. I've put my phone on Do Not Disturb at about 8 o'clock now every night. And
Damn, how do you do that?
that's
it's a little scroll down thing.
So I'll send messages at like 10 o'clock at night, and then I'll also send messages at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, so it's on Do Not
'Cause
Disturb that entire
I
time.
wake up at like 4:30.
So by the time he sent that, it was already on Do Not Disturb, and they started talking again. So I never saw any of the questions. So I think I'm going to play against you,
All right.
especially if there's the only competition here. We're playing.
All right.
Is Jared playing? Other Jared, obviously.
I
think
don't
he
know.
should
He
play.
has to leave at 9.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I've been plugging in Nitro Bar. I've been plugging in this bar crawl
What
thing.
time is it? How long are we on the podcast? You've been like streaming for like 4 hours.
Yeah, we should
now.
probably call it
Wow.
soon.
Yeah.
Um,
What else did I miss? What was fun? What were we talking about?
We were talking about the conventions that he's been to,
Oh,
people
yeah.
he's met, and all that stuff.
Who is the worst person you've ever met? I know mine. And
Who?
I think he's better now, but I met him in his low point, Alex Shelley. And at the time, I was such a huge Motor City fan.
Right.
And then I met him, and like Saban was okay, but Shelley was just a dick. He was a huge douchebag,
Hi.
probably high, but it was like I'm sure he's better
Oh
now.
yeah.
Never meet your heroes, man.
No.
Never fucking meet your
I think
heroes.
for me, it'd probably be Hardcore Holly because I don't really remember that much.
This is the worst one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did he
wow.
tell you to give him a belt?
I was a kid. I don't know. It was at like,
That was actually his first
yeah,
meeting
it was,
ever.
it was at
with
like
somebody.
Kid Zone or something. I met, I
That
think,
was at
Bobby Zone or
Best is Tommy Rich for me,
Oh.
for reasons undisclosed.
yeah.
Reasons undisclosed. Tommy Rich was the best.
I met Al Snow before.
Oh, really? He's on my list.
Hi everybody.
I met Al Snow.
Tag it. Come on.
Oh, Jared, tag
him
it, Jared,
and,
tag it, tag it. Come on.
Come on.
Put over the
Come on.
product. Tell us about January 7th. No, come this way. Come this way. I don't give a shit. I have nothing to say. I have nothing important to say. I just ramble for hours. Here, come here.
What? You want to stay on? Oh, okay. All right. So,
All right.
I don't do this stuff.
we barely do this. I don't know. We just wing it. So we have Jared here. His name is also Jared. So your logo,
American X Wrestling, American Excellence Wrestling.
you are one of the people in charge of AXW. We've been partnered with you for a while now.
Since the beginning.
So how did you initially start the whole, you don't have to go through the whole thing, but getting the license, like what made you want to run a wrestling company? And
Actually, I was approached by somebody I knew in high school about running a company. And of course, I thought he was crazy. I didn't think it was going to really happen. But here we are today. And yeah, I mean,
Were you a wrestling
Just-
fan before that? or-
yes. So definitely a wrestling fan. Brought up on wrestling.
How'd you come up with the Fieldhouse as like the primary?
How did I come up with the field house? Well, I'll be honest. I don't know how we decided on the field house, but when I was younger, I used to go there for PCW,
Okay.
Pennsylvania Championship Wrestling. There, the Cloister in Reading, places like that.
Cool.
So it's probably memories from your childhood that made
Absolutely.
you like go with that. Like,
Absolutely.
you just remember the feel as when you were in that building
Absolutely.
as a kid.
And all the history that's building.
So AXW changed to Outbreak. Now they're back to AXW.
Yes.
The X has a meaning this time. Excellence.
Excellence.
What's it like working with Kevin Kelly?
Oh, it's been pretty awesome. I mean, you've talked to him.
Yeah, I still can't wrap my head around that.
I agree. It's like a dream come true, and you know, I never thought it would happen. It's been working great. I mean, just the knowledge that he's shared with all of us, he shared with you, he shared with us. Yeah, it's been great.
Kevin Kelly is a great mind. Just from talking
Yes.
about normal conversations, he has such great knowledge.
Yeah, he seems like super down to earth. I mean, I've only met him a handful of times, but every time he seems like very down to earth. And it's not about him. It's
No,
about everybody. And
yeah, it's been going great.
Freaking Kevin Kelly, man. We got to get him on the podcast.
I agree.
So with
I
you,
wish he could be here today, but
with you, we've had everybody that's
Me,
a part
Pops,
of AXW,
Tone,
other than Kevin
just
Kelly.
see Kevin.
But you're at Nitro Bar. Is this your first time
Yeah,
here?
this is my first time here. I had the wings, which are half price. They were pretty good.
Yeah. How was the
Cajun. I
the
got
Cajun?
Cajun.
Yeah. Was it too spicy or was it?
No, I loved it.
bone-in wings or bone
Bone in.
How would you think of the drink?
It was pretty good. I'm not a drinker, but I enjoyed it.
It's a juice. It's like a
Yeah, it
juice,
was like
yeah.
an adult juice, like you said. You know,
Uh,
pretty good.
the bar. What do you think of the bar?
It's nice. Everything's nice in here. It's a very, very nice bar.
I'm saying I can
I
just
don't
come
go
here
to bars.
Neither do I. I was saying I can just come here and just sit
Yeah,
and chill
yeah, I
and
think so
vibe.
too.
You know, like it's not like
Yeah.
those other bars.
I'll probably
where-
come back again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'll come here for dinner. Just,
yeah, definitely.
um,
And they're a great sponsor too.
yeah, they're sponsor of us. Their logo. right
Absolutely.
there. You guys are going to be a part of AXW now.
Absolutely.
got a show coming up January 7th.
January 7th. It's the first AXW show in how many years? But
At least 2, 3.
but it's
Um,
very exciting. There's a lot of changes, but I'd say they're all for the good. We have a lot of great talent coming in, a lot of new faces.
I was going to say most of the people that are booked I've never seen before, so I'm excited to see what they can do.
Exactly.
But
As
And
a
I'm-
heel fan, I'm really looking forward to John Skyler.
Yes.
Hopefully he'll be back after this. I know he's just signed a big contract, so
Yeah.
hopefully.
Well, we hope to have him.
But I can't wait to see him.
I'm excited too. Hopefully, he can control himself.
Yeah.
I was going to say he seems to be in some shit right now. But yeah, I'm excited to see all the new faces. I got put onto the Golden Era, the tag
Yes.
team at the last show.
yes.
I got
And-
to interview them, and you know,
Speaking of Golden Era, we just announced that it will be Goldie versus Andy Header.
it should be a good match.
Very good match.
good match. Yeah.
Yes.
Andy with Delirious was great.
Yes.
That was a great match. Andy is a great performer. You know, it's just from seeing what he does, he seems like a perfectionist, and that's not a bad thing. Who else is Cabana Man Dan?
Cabana Man Dan's
He'll be
will be there.
I saw Leo Sparrow maybe
Yeah.
once before. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's-
he was at the last show. Yeah.
This will be the second time. He's definitely, I mean, he's one to watch.
Yeah.
He's out there. He's making a name for himself. Yeah.
a ton of new
Derek
faces.
Neal is coming. He's a new guy. Tony Evans is a new guy. Golden Air.
From conversations I've had with Kevin Kelly, I'm excited to see what these changes are and how they will affect pro wrestling in Pennsylvania.
Absolutely.
Because, like we were talking about, Kevin has a great mind, you know. And being that we've been a part of AXW Outbreak, the Field House for the past 2-3 years. I'm excited to see what happens, how it happens. I'm honored to be a part of that whole come up with you guys, and we've been a sponsor of you for the past 2-3 years. You know, so as you guys grow, we'll grow. We're honored to be a part of AXW.
We're honored to have you guys on.
It's always a great time. You know, we'll help you wherever you need. If you're a wrestling fan in the area, Hamburg, Pennsylvania, January 7th, at the Hamburg Fieldhouse, the historic Hamburg Fieldhouse. Jimmy Snuka, Coconut, that happened there. Andre the Giant, Vince McMahon Sr.'s lights are still there. That's anybody that knows that building talks about that stuff, the Coconut, the lights. We ran into somebody at one of the events that said he got held by Andre the Giant.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah.
We met him at an event prior to that, but he was telling us how when he was young, and he had his kid there too, and was showing him who he was and how he was held up by Andre the Giant when he was younger.
It's so cool to be a part of something like that historic building.
A lot of history, and we're so excited to become part of that history. You know,
you guys are like very super fan friendly and stuff.
Absolutely.
I love seeing the fans like going up to the wrestling.
Yeah, he's got wrestling that's not fan friendly, that really just hates their fans.
Well, no, but I mean, like, it's fan oriented. Like, the fans can interact with it. And,
just giving shit.
Yeah, we want the fans to interact. I mean, we want the fans to be there, enjoy it. You know.
Oh, then have a bring your own weapons match. That's what fans want.
Well, it all depends.
Like the old school ECW.
We did that once.
I have this adult toy that I need to bring.
I think we did the fans.
Your shows might be PG, but this is rated R.
Yeah.
Under old AXW, I think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's the Rob Noxious. And
Yeah.
Rebecca Payne match?
Rebecca Payne.
Yes, I remember that. I was there for that.
That was a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So we've been coming to these shows.
So far, I was working security. That was Lawler at that match.
That was
No.
the night Lawler wrestled.
Yeah, that was a Lawler night
Yeah.
because I was
It all
security
went
for
together
Lawler.
today. Okay, yeah.
I was asked to be security for Lawler. Yeah, and then I had to be security for the fans bring your weapons match because sometimes fans get a little rowdy.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's an honor to be a part of AXW and what the future will hold for you guys and us. And we're honored to have you here with us for trivia night.
We should start setting up soon. We gotta get these fans here their trivia.
Come on
I do
down.
not know that
hanging from the
I'm competing in
rafters.
it. If I win, I win the belt.
There you go.
If I win, who's champion?
I am.
If I win, I win the belt. I did not see these questions. I swear to God.
He was
I did not see it.
He's
I was a
gonna-
20-minute champ. It was fucking
20
bullshit. So we did bullshit.
we did what is it, PW scorecard.
All right.
We did one for ROH and NXT.
So
He
they
won
were the same
ROH.
night. So I won ROH and lost NXT. It's bullshit.
That tag match helped me. I had like 17 points.
Yeah.
in the
I
tag.
got nothing right. I haven't watched NXT in I don't know, since I don't think I've watched NXT since they turned back to not being the
Not 2.0.
brand, 2.0 brand. Yeah.
This is a live feed, but this will be on our YouTube channel as well. If you're in the area, stop by Nitro Bar. They have great food, great drinks.
Yeah.
You had
Wings are really good.
Half-price
Half price.
their
Price.
cocktails are really
$2
good.
renting premiums.
There you go.
We come here every so often for dinner. It's just
What's the special drink? The
Flying Elbow.
Flying Elbow.
Flying
It's really
Elbow.
good. It's like a raspberry or a macho man.
Yeah. Nitro Bar gives off good vibes. They're a sponsor of us. They'll be around AXW
We do
as
have a
well.
big name on our banner. Yes.
Here, it's
It's a safe area to come to. I mean, it was for
yeah.
it's not bad.
Yeah, Penn Ave is always great.
Yeah. It's very happening tonight though with the
It is. The
Bar,
bar
there's a bar
Yeah,
crawl,
bar
yes.
crawl.
And Saturday, if you're watching this on Friday when we post, if we're posting Friday, I don't even know anymore. But tomorrow night, Saturday, December 17th, they're having a Santa crawl. So you dress up like Santa and you do all the bars in the area.
I'll be down at Icons.
Oh yeah, that's right. Icons, go hang out with Kevin Kelly.
Yeah. We'll be down
Philadelphia
there.
at the 2300.
Yep.
ECW
Arena.
It's an ECW reunion
It's not.
too.
Yes, it is.
2300. It's not the ECW arena. It is at 2300.
Formerly known.
Yes.
As the ECW arena.
Any other plugs before we cut the feed?
I guess not. Just make sure you get down. XW. It's called For the People.
Yeah.
Yes.
January
Saturday,
7th.
January 7th.
They have events January, February.
Yeah.
April, June,
Yes. And then we're taking a little break.
and then September, October, November, December.
Yes.
You can
And-
end
And you want
2023
to start watching here. If you want to be that guy online that gets to go, oh, I knew him when. These are the guys you want to be seeing in
Absolutely.
Hamburg now.
Matt Quay, Ian Bush, Andy Hedden.
Yes.
They're going to have a great match.
Yeah.
Best 2 out of 3 falls.
I'm excited for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
We're going to be a big part of AXW in the near future. So if you support us, please support them as well. Nitro Bar, Say Cheese, Rise Up, they're all sponsors of us. Located on Penn Ave, all 3 of them. Say Cheese is a great spot to go if you're looking for a quick date lunch or just
I
their
like
mac
their
and cheese is
chicken
pretty good.
parm sandwich. is good.
I haven't had that yet. But
Guilty pleasure.
hey, but Nitro Bar is popping right now. We got to get ready for
It is.
trivia.
I'm sure
So,
you can hear it in the background.
yeah, so we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Heart
I was
cell.
gonna